All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 14 of the Hustle Podcast. My name is John. I'm your host, and I have my co-host,
Gabriel Arambula.
Yes, sir. You already know. All right, guys. So if you're new here, we talk about everything real, we keep it authentic, and we go unscripted. And our main goal for the podcast is to just add a ton of value. And if you guys like it, make sure to share. All right. So for today's topic, we have nothing planned
What's new?
originally, right? But we always do it in a moment's notice.
100%.
Right? So because we're doing this on the weekend, right? We normally do it Monday to Friday, but we're now Saturday in the evening time. And I was like, you know what? Why not just hit up Gabe? I was busy editing videos earlier today, and I'm like, we should just kick it. Maybe go skate or go outside, eat some food, drive somewhere, and just run that episode 14 podcast. So we're going to talk about weekend grind and how to be successful and be exceptional. You got to do things that most won't do, which is not just work Monday to Friday, but work Saturday and Sundays.
Oh, yeah. Fact. And quick question for you, John.
So,
Behind my driver's seat, do you happen to see my white Nikes on the floor? Are there white Nikes there?
white Nikes.
Anywhere? Yes, got them. Those are my
Cool.
skate shoes. We're going skating right now. I literally woke up from a long nap about 30 minutes ago, and John is here and saying we should record a podcast, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm just trying to figure out what day and time it is. And I deducted that it was the evening of Saturday, and I thought, you know what, why not? I did my chores, I did my, got my hair cut, got some rest, and I actually, ironically enough, planned to go skateboarding, basically by myself around this time, and so it's ironic that John reached out, but that's what's going on. That's what we're doing. We're driving to Costa Mesa Skate Park, Volcom Skate Park, aka is what it's called. Driving there, gonna skate, gonna chat it up, record this podcast, and see where the rest of the evening takes us. It's about 7:16 p.m. and we out there. We at it. We doing it. Got a nice fade from my boy Willie at Hermano's Barbershop off
Yes,
of Brookhurst,
Oh,
right around the block from the crib. If you want to get a haircut, tap into Hermano's Barbershop. 2 locations, Huntington Beach and Cypress. Great people, great cuts. Everyone there's got skills.
but let me ask you this: since we're as an entrepreneur, even though we have jobs, right? We're working, but we treat it as a business. Like, I know for myself and you, we're used to working weekends, right? We're not just the kind of guys that work regular 9 to 5s. You've been doing it for a long ass time because you've been doing real estate
Long
as
time.
well. I did real estate also for a couple of years, and most of our clients are available Saturday, Sundays. So we work those days. Those are the money making days. What are some things you would tell people about working weekends? As in, why should they work on the weekends?
Early on in my career in a commission-based business, real estate, I realized a couple things. That weekends are a fantasy. Holidays are a fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I realized. And that's my perspective. Now, that's not to say that you can't run and manage your business in a way that protects and preserves your holidays and weekends. And I think there's times where, maybe I've preserved or valued my holidays and weekends more than others. But I haven't reached the point in my life and career where I can comfortably, me personally, can comfortably rest on my laurels. I kind of have to be forced, unfortunately. Sometimes that comes through, the way of having to reschedule already scheduled plans like showings or open houses and things of that nature. Sometimes that comes in the way of, I'm just so tired right now. I'm absolutely worthless, can't get anything done, and I just need to lock myself in my room with like a plate of food and some movies. That happens sometimes. So ultimately, as far as my perspective is concerned, as it pertains to working on the weekends, you get out what you put in. You have to maximize the opportunities that have the highest and best use of your time. And as a real estate agent and loan officer, like you said, John, clients are available on the weekends, and that is sometimes the best time to reach out to clients. And if you want to get more bang for your buck, do it then. So, for example, if you're calling on a Monday for 2 hours versus a Saturday for 2 hours, you're probably going to get a hold of more people on that on that Saturday, calling 2 hours on a Saturday versus calling 2 hours on a Monday.
Right.
But again, listen, everything works. You just got to find what works for you, and you got to run your business the way that you want to run your business. Make sense?
Yeah. Yep, 100%. It's like how when we mentioned from the previous podcast about how there's not really a balance when you're doing business, right? It's because like it's like a 24/7 thing. Like you said, it doesn't mean you don't have to rest. Like, yeah, you want to rest, but if you really want to like get your business up and running and just keep it growing every single day, like you gotta work a lot, like 5, 6, 7 days a week. And I like the idea of getting ahead too. Just like the idea of getting ahead of others, because most guys aren't doing this. They're not working on the weekends. Like when I was doing like life insurance sales, I was working 6, 7 days a week, and like almost everybody, 90% of the company, they were off Saturday and Sundays, and I was able to, like make sales and even schedule appointments for Monday and get sales that day, right? Like starting the Monday with wins, starting the Monday with like success already, and that carries over to the next 2 days or for the entire week. Right.
Yeah, and also too, man, it all depends on what business you're in and what you do. But any way you slice it, there's going to be businesses that are going to require your attention on the weekends. That's just a fact, right? An indisputable fact. You're going to have businesses that require you to do work on the weekends, and that's okay. And should you decide or be one to decide to work on the weekend, you will reap the benefits of doing such in the way of more business. And that's just the price you pay, and you get out what you put in.
That's right. All right, cool guys. So we just got to the skate park.
We keep recording though.
Content.
I'll keep recording the episode.
No, it's cool. Just finish up.
Finish up.
It was quick. Quick casual.
Quick casual. All right.
Yes, sir. All right, cool guys. With that concludes episode 14 of the podcast. We may do a part 2 later as well and do combine it together. Other than that, stay tuned for more. All right, peace, guys.